Podcast Network. This is the Lifestyle Live Podcast.
Faces you know and a team you can trust. Stories that form your heart. Lifestyle Live. Lifestyle Live. Lifestyle Live.
Everyone needs a good laugh, and that feel-good time is coming to a stage near you. We fell in love with this duo when they won America's Got Talent. Joining us now to talk about us on the road again tour is Terry Fator, along with our favorite turtle, Winston. I guess we just hi, Winston. Terry, Winston.
Hello.
Thanks so much for making the time.
Thank you for having me. It's so nice to be here. Thank you.
All right, so many folks recognize you from America's Got Talent, but that journey goes much further back than that. So how long have you two been a duo?
Oh, we've been, well, do you want to tell? Well, why don't you tell and I'll just correct you if you make a mistake. Okay. So actually, I started ventriloquism when I was 10 years old, but Winston was not born until America's Got Talent, because what happened was he wanted to do an impression of Kermit the Frog. Right. I wanted to do an impression of Kermit the Frog, and I had this little Kermit the Frog puppet, but the Muppets would not allow me to use that puppet on television. And so they said, you can do the voice, you just can't do it. So luckily I went to this little pond in Hollywood where we were filming America's Got Talent. And this little guy, I popped my head up and said, hi ho, Kermit the Frog here. Right. So he does Kermit. And that's really how he was born. And who knew that he would be my most popular character? Terry, I knew it all the time. Of course you did. He's so cute, right?
He's a winner, and that's why you won. He was your secret weapon.
That's right. Because, a turtle that can sing like, crying over you, Roy Orbison, that's a winner every time. That's what people ask me, what's the secret to winning America's Got Talent? And I say, get a turtle that can sing Roy Orbison. Yeah, it'll work every time.
Every time. But Winston, while you are absolutely wonderful, it's not just you on tour. It's a whole host of friends. Can you tell us a little bit more about those other friends?
Oh, man, we have got characters that I've had since the very beginning. Walter T. Airedale is my very first professional puppet, and I started off with a very cheap one that I got at Sears for $10. But my first professional puppet I got when I was about 18 years old, maybe 17. I can't remember if it was 17 or 18. But he is still in my act, and he went through a lot of different incarnations. At one point, he had a mohawk, and he was named Spud, and he was like a surfer dude. Another time he had long hair and he was a heavy metal, but then I settled in on a country cowboy. His name was always Walter Airedale, and I put a T in the middle to give it a country flair. And so he's going to be in there. My Elvis impersonator, he considers himself the world's greatest Elvis impersonator. We'll let the audience decide when they see him, but Vicky the Cougar will be there. She's a fan favorite. Oh yeah, everyone loves her. Yeah, except me. Right. Oh. Well, it's because he's a turtle and she only goes for young men. That's all. Yeah, no young turtle, so I'm kind of left out in the dark. Right. Fernando Francisco, who is the Latin lover. Julius, who is my Motown and soul character. I mean, it's packed with some of the great, and we also have some real celebrity puppets. Willie Nelson, Frank Sinatra will make appearances. It's just so much fun. It's an hour and a half of just pure happiness, joy, and laughter.
That's awesome. Now, Terry, I know that you spend a bulk of your time in Vegas, but now this is an opportunity to go from city to city because not everybody can get to Vegas. So what is that like taking all of those personalities out on the road with you and getting to go from city to city? I'm sure it's exciting to get to meet all those people, especially people who were cheering for you on America's Got Talent.
It is wonderful. I love having my Vegas residency. I've been there for 17 years, if you can believe that. It's incredible. But it's nice to be able to do a show and go home and sleep in your own bed every night. I toured for 20 years before I went on America's Got Talent. So I was on the road 11 months out of the year, sleeping in hotel rooms and everything. So it's so nice. But I get emails and letters from people all over the country, all over the world that say, we can't make it out to Vegas. My mom or my dad or my grandpa can't travel. Can you come here? And that's when I send it to my agent and I say, get me a place in that vicinity so that people can come and see me who can't make it to Vegas. But the Vegas show is totally different. It's 100% different than the show that I do on the road. So they can still come and see me in Vegas, even if they come and see me on the road. But you'll love the show. Both shows, the Vegas show and the road show, are just so much fun.
That's awesome.
I concur.
Winston, what is the easiest part about working with Terry and what is the hardest part about working with Terry?
The hardest part is that his fingernails are too long. Okay, you have to get that. That's a puppet joke. Yeah. And the easiest thing is I basically just have to sit here and he just stands there with that stupid look on his face. And, it's really easy to be a puppet in Terry's act. Right.
So Terry and Winston, what is your favorite thing about being on the road and being on this On the Road Again tour?
Well, it's fun to be able to go to different places in the country, even though I don't have a whole lot of time there because I do have to get back to my Vegas show. It's wonderful. My wife travels with me. Angie, I met her 9 years ago. We married, and she always goes on my road trips with me. And so we really get to experience all places all over the country. In Canada, we're actually hoping to go internationally. I'm doing a show in England in February, and so to be able to go and do these things and do shows and bring happiness and laughter to people is just it's a dream come true for anyone. It really is.
That is awesome. Terry Winston, thank you so much for your time. For information about where you can find Terry Winston and the gang on the Road Again tour, you can go to lifestylelive.tv. Thank you so much, guys.
Lifestyle Live. Lifestyle Live.
From the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the Lifestyle Live Podcast. Thank you for listening. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe to this podcast wherever you get your podcasts. And connect for even more on Facebook and at lifestylelive.tv.
Faces you know and a team you can trust. Stories that form your heart. Life.